What's up guys, Hershey here, bringing you the second video in the Beginner's Guide to Tarkov series. In this video we're going to be covering graphic settings to optimize your FPS, and we're also going to be taking a look at POSTFX and how you should best set them up. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So first we're going to go ahead and open up settings, go into graphics. So screen resolution, use whatever your monitor is. Screen mode, you typically want to be in full screen. If you're in borderless or windowed, there's normally an input lag and it's just not as smooth. We are going to drop this to borderless real quick, just for the purposes of the next step of the video. Moving on. So for texture quality, go ahead and set it to high. I've done some pretty extensive testing all the settings to see what maximizes FPS, and there's almost no noticeable difference between high and low. Shadow quality, leave on low. Object LOD quality, go ahead and put on 2. Overall visibility, put on 400. Anti-aliasing, go ahead and choose TAA. Resampling, don't touch, leave it on 1 times off. HBAO should be off, SSR should be off. Anisotropic filtering should be off. And then if you have NVIDIA Reflex, turn this on and boost. Just a quick note, make sure this is off so that you can actually make sure Vsync is checked, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit later in this video. But anyways, let's go back, turn that on and boost. Sharpness is going to be up to you. I have noticed, same thing with POSTFX, I have noticed that any sort of sharpening or clarity adjustments you make to your game do have an impact on performance. For me personally, I like keeping my game somewhere in the range of 0.5 to 0.7. Everything down here below, go ahead and leave off. Alright, so once that's all done, we're going to go ahead and click save. Next, we're going to tab out, open up our NVIDIA control panel. If you're on AMD, use whatever your equivalent is. Go into manage 3D settings, scroll all the way down and find vertical sync, and make sure this is off. Alright, now that you're done adjusting your video settings, let's go ahead and choose Escape from Tarkov, PMC. Click on Customs. Customs is one of the best maps to do this on. Choose daytime, so whatever is closest to daytime you can. If you have to wait, unfortunately that's just the case. And go ahead and choose next. We're going to enable offline mode. So we're going to do this in 3 parts. You're going to start by finding a bright area to adjust your settings. Then you're going to find the darkest area on the map that you can adjust your settings. And then go back to the bright area where you started, tone down any settings that need to be toned down. We just got to Old Gas Station. This is probably one of the better places to do the adjustments for bright, just because we have a wide expanse of colors here and contrast between light and dark. So we're going to go ahead and open up our POSTFX. We're going to make sure that they're enabled, and now we're going to click visualize. Once you're in the screen, you have freedom to adjust each of these. Just kind of play with it, figure out what looks nice to you, what you want to achieve when you're adjusting things during the day. Have things be colorful, have things be clear, without everything looking too washed out. So I kind of have a good idea of what my settings normally are, so I'm going to just kind of start adjusting and kind of see what we can get. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and apply these settings and head to the dark area. Alright, now that we're in the bottom of Warehouse 4, this is probably the darkest place on the map. Let's go ahead and open up settings again, go into POSTFX, visualize, and then make any adjustments that you need to make here. So you can kind of like see, like turning things up, turning things down. Alright, so we did actually manage to brighten things up slightly with the Luma Sharpened feature to kind of get things looking a little bit better down here. Obviously, it's in the dark contrast, you know, it does look a little bit washed out, but it gives us the best visibility to be able to see people. Next, we're going to go ahead and go back and just see if anything looks washed out, make any small adjustments, and then we should be done. Let's open it back up one more time, go into POSTFX and visualize. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button so you can see any future content that I release or the other videos in this iteration. If you guys have any questions or comments or feedback you would like to give, make sure to go ahead and leave it down below. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.